Hi everybody, I'm Janet Robin, and in today's lesson, we're going to learn a really super cool technique, one of my favorites. It's more of a percussive style on the acoustic guitar, and I kind of call it 3 words: popping, slapping, plucking, because it's sort of a mix of both. I don't know if there's an actual term for it, but that's the term I made up. If you look at the acoustic guitar, it is kind of like a percussive instrument, you know. It's hollow, you know, kind of like a drum. And then when you slap on those strings like that, you get a little bit of a, you know, kind of a snare sound. So, you know, we can take advantage of that if we want. And that's what I'm going to show you in today's lesson. So I'm going to go very slow, step by step. There's a lot of combinations of things that are going on between the left and the right hand. It's a lot about the right hand, but the left hand is involved as well. As far as the chords go, again, I just chose simple chords: A minor, D minor, G. You can use any chords you want. It's more about the actual technique. And I'm going to break it down in tiny little pieces, step by step, okay? Let me show you the first chord, what I'm doing. I'm going to try to go a little bit slower. Okay, let's start with the first thing. I'm hammering the chord, and then I'm slapping. It's not this slap, it's this kind of slap, where you've got your fingers still curled, and what's actually hitting, yes, a little bit of the nails, but a lot of this part, that's what's really hitting and making that snare sound. So make sure you try that. And I mean, you can't just go like that. You have to hit it. Don't worry, you're not gonna break the guitar, you know? It's a little bit more of an aggressive technique, but it sounds really cool. Okay, I'm also on the left hand hammering. I'm giving it an extra rhythm. Okay, let's just do the first part. You're going to pluck up 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, these 4 fingers. Like that. Just pluck up, and then you got to slap down. And not this slap, again, this slap. It happens all really fast. And then right after that, you're going to pluck separately 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's do that again. You're going to hit another slap at the end of the pluck, the separate pluck. That's 2 slaps, see? Okay, remember this is separate. You're not hitting the bass note on the second pluck up. Okay, but it's all about the timing. Let's practice together. Okay, what I do is I do it again, so. And then in between, I'm doing a bass note. So let's break it down again. Okay, so you've got to syncopate that bass note. Okay, and then I'm going to do a rake, just like that. The back half is a little bit tricky. Let's do it again. Hold on. Okay. Let's break it up again. 1/2. Okay, now we're going to hit a slap again at the end. And then a separate again with these 3 strings. And you're going to hammer again. So there's, you got to do a, and then a separate fifth string. And there's the rake. Okay, now I'm doing the same thing for the D minor. I'm just changing my strings on the right hand. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's practice here. So 4, 3, 2, 1 together, hammered, and then 3, 2, 1 on its own, and a slap. Again. And then you're going to do another hammer. Remember, you got to do a slap at the end of picking this up, plucking this up on its own. So I'll go slow again. Okay? And then you got to do it again. Okay, and you're going to pluck these alone, just like you do in the other one, in the A minor. What I mean by alone is 3, 2, 1. Okay? Because you're going to hit a bass note right after it. And we're doing this. So it is actually 2 times. And then okay, let's do it again. Slap. And then the rake. Be careful about the rake because we're raking from 4 down. Okay, and then I went to G, so our right hand is also going to move up again. Now I'm choosing, you can choose whatever strings you want for your first, second, and third finger. You could go, but I'm actually doing 6, 4, 3, 2. And instead of hammering the whole chord, I'm just flopping these 2 fingers. So same concept, together, and then separate with these 3. And then a hit. See how fast that hit is. And then it's the second half. Second half is actually just these 3 again. Can't really hammer those, so I mean you could lift up the left hand if you wanted. Yeah, you kind of hear it because I'm hammering up and down. I'm not plucking it, but you hear the hammer. Now, I added a little kind of popping riff. That's all done on my thumb. It's similar to those, you know, those bass riffs that you hear. That stuff. You can kind of do it on guitar. I'm just doing it. I just made a riff up. Now, if you want to really get that to pop out, you got to get under the string with your thumb. See? And what I'm doing here is a hammer pull-off to a hammer. 4th and 5th string. And you want to really pop that string up. Okay, let's go through it again. I know it's got a lot of there's a lot of combinations of things going on. Be very patient with yourself. Go slow. Review the video again. Pause. Play again. Pause. Play again. You'll get it. Just go step by step. All right, let's do it again. Together with me if you can. I'll go slow. that's when I did the riff. So I didn't really conclude the whole G. I just went. If you want to do the riff or not do the riff, totally fine. The whole idea is to get that right hand in sync with your left hand. So practice hard. Again, be patient with yourself. You'll get it. And I'll see you at the next lesson.